Hello, YouTube. I'm crooked. Here we go. My name is Maureen, and welcome to Maureen Reads. It has been quite a while since I've done a video. I've been very busy. My mom was just in town. I was just in a wedding, so things were insane. But I'm finally back to doing videos. Catch myself up here with these reviews. Now, this book was very interesting to say the least. And I think it takes a very special person to enjoy this book. But I think I may have been that person because I actually really liked this, and it kind of grew on me. So that book is called, and the cover is a little crazy, um, called "I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive" by Steve Earle. Now, apparently Steve Earle, tickle me uninformed, but Steve Earle was apparently a Grammy-winning singer-songwriter, actor, and activist. And he was also on The Wire. I didn't know that. But anyway, this cover is super cool, and when you look at it, you kind of think, wow, that's really crazy. Well, it matches the book. The book follows the main character, who is Doc, and he is a retired doctor. Um, you kind of find out why he's retired. He ends up, living in this boarding house in or in Texas. That's it, in Texas, and he meets all these crazy ragtag people, including this girl named Graciela, who is a young Mexican girl, and something very strange happens to her. She gets a cut in her hand, and it never heals. And strange things start happening to the people around Graciela since she's gotten this wound. So it's just a lot of books, a lot of things in one thing. Um, the weird thing is that Doc is haunted by the ghost of Hank Williams, because he actually gave Hank Williams a lot of drugs. And so it's just interesting. I actually listened to a lot of country music and Hank Williams when I read the book, so that was helpful. And that's actually what the title is after, a Hank Williams song called "I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive," which is actually fairly catchy, so listen to that. Um, this book was very interesting if you're into a lot of characters, or you got to get to see their different stories and their different lifestyles. Um, if you've ever read a John Steinbeck novel, this is very much in that style. Maybe because it was set around the same time period, but I found it very similar to Cannery Row, where you have the main dude and all of his kind of cohorts living in a town, and then something happens, and then they got to band together. Kind of like one of those tropey things, but either way, it was still really cool. All of the characters very well developed. Everything is very true to the time period. Even the way it's written, it just puts you right in the feel of like the old Southern Tex-Mex kind of feel. Tex-Mex isn't the right word, but that's how I would describe it. Um, what happens in the book? There's a lot that goes on, but it makes you think about a lot of things, like a lot of moral issues between abortion and religion and things like that. It kind of just makes you think about how things back then kind of still ring true today, and that yesterday's issues can still be today's issues, but it's put in a very presentable fashion for all y'all. And yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. Who? No, it's not. What do I usually do? A page count for y'all. And it looks like this is definitely coming in under what I would consider average. Way under. 243 pages, so about 50 pages under what I would say is average. So you could probably bang this book out in a weekend if you're sitting a long day by the pool or the beach. You might be able to read this book. Definitely a good summer read if you're looking for something, just to get through a day at the beach, I would say. Would I recommend this book? Yes, but only to certain people. Um, People who've read John Steinbeck before, people who are interested in that time period, early 1900s, um, or 1920s, 1930s era America. Um, and people who are into books that have a little bit of religion, I'd say. And that's it. So, you guys, hope you guys are having a great one. It's really hot here. I can't wait to turn my air conditioning on. So, YouTube, until we meet again.